welcome back to the Y.E.S Functional Longevity Podcast, where we give you insight on how to get fit, feel younger, and live better. Hi, my name is Chris Borda, best-selling author and owner of Y.E.S Fitness, coming to you live from the Y.E.S Fitness Coaching Center. So we have a little bit of housekeeping today. I'm going to start talking about our D2S, or Drop 2 Sizes program. It's going to start September 20th, and we have a free kickoff seminar on Tuesday, September 14th. And in that seminar, I'm going to give away all the secrets on how you can drop 2 sizes in just 8 weeks. This program is involved. It's the most successful program we've ever run. We've been in business 23 years, and it is by far our most successful program. I've had quite a few clients ask me to run it again, so here we go. I'm going to start September 20th. Give us a call at 860-673-4293 or for some more information to reserve your spot. You also can go to our website, yesfitnessct.com, and there you can find out some more information about the program. It obviously includes exercise, nutrition, sleep habits, hydration, mindset, all that type of stuff. And you'll see from our website, our landing page, that it is not a gimmick. It happens. It works. Helped hundreds of people do this. And we thought, with everyone concerned about their health, that one way to get healthier is to exercise. Another way to get healthier is to get to a healthy weight. So we thought we'd run this program. So if you want more information, get a hold of me, and I'd be glad to talk to you about it. So today, something that we will address in that program, our Drop 2 Sizes program, is metabolism. And it's probably one of the most misunderstood parts of the body, or functions of the body, we'll say. It always comes up in conversations. People will always come into me and say, hey, you know what? I have a slow metabolism. I can't rev it up. That's why I don't burn any calories. That's why I gained weight. And I thought today what I would do is I would just talk about metabolism and why it slows down, or seems like it slows down, or why we seem to gain more weight as we get older. And metabolism can vary a lot from person to person. And researchers don't actually know why this is. You can have 2 people, the same size, the same body composition, and have different metabolic rates. One person can consume a large meal and never gain any weight, while the other person has to count the calories to make sure that they don't gain weight. So researchers don't know why this is, but there are some interesting things here today that will hopefully give you a better understanding of what metabolism is, your resting metabolic rate. So the energy expenditure, okay, the resting metabolic rate, only about 20% or so of that total number is made up of your muscles. This is the amount of energy it takes for you to maintain your weight if you absolutely do nothing all day long. About 20% comes from your muscle. The rest of that comes from your major organs, your brain, your liver, your kidneys, and your heart. That accounts for about half of the energy burned at rest, while fat in the digestive system makes up for about 30% or so, and the rest, that 20%, is made up from your muscles. You really don't have much control over your resting metabolic rate other than increasing your muscle mass or doing some exercise, and you'll see and hear more about that why. So this is one reason why, since 20% of your resting metabolism, the amount of calories it takes for you just to maintain your weight, is made up of muscle, why it's so important for you to build muscle mass. It's what increases your metabolic rate. Now, it's estimated that for every pound of muscle on your body, it burns roughly 6 calories a day at rest. That doesn't sound like a lot, 6 calories a day at rest, but that's what it is. And that's about 3 times as many calories as fat, which burns off you about 2 calories per day. Muscle cells require more energy to maintain than fat cells. So it only makes sense that people who have more muscle tend to have faster metabolisms. And this comes into play when it comes with weight loss and dieting and doing cardio. It's very important that if you lose weight, that you want to try to maintain your muscle mass. And that is difficult to do because your body wants to catabolize muscle. It's easier for it to burn muscle than it is to burn fat. So if you've lost weight before and you haven't been lifting weights, you probably lost some muscle mass. If you lost weight and you did some cardiovascular work, I'm sure you lost muscle mass. And again, as you lose that muscle mass, your metabolism slows down. Hardworking muscles need plenty of energy to burn. So regular exercise increases muscle mass and teaches the body to burn calories at a faster rate, even when it's at rest. So the exercise at rest, your muscles at rest will burn more calories if you've been exercising. It just teaches it to do that. So another thing that slows down our metabolism, okay? So if we lose muscle mass, it's going to slow our metabolism. Another thing is, it seems as we get older. And this effect, researchers don't really know exactly why, but it happens gradually, even if you have the same amount of fat and muscle tissue. As when you're 20, as when you're 60. When you're 60, you're going to burn fewer calories at rest than you did when you're 20. They're trying to exactly figure out why this is. They don't know exactly why, but so even if you can maintain that muscle mass, your metabolism is going to slow down. It's probably because the organs start to get a little tired. They get a little old, like everything else gets worn out. All those organs in your body, that 50% of the muscles, pardon me, not the muscles, but the brain and the digestive system and the heart and all that, just going to use fewer calories. They're getting tired. After age 30, you begin to lose as much as 3 to 5% per decade. And on average, people lose 30% of their muscle power between ages 50 to 70. So around age 30, you start to lose some muscle mass. And it accelerates a little bit at age 50. But this doesn't have to be. This is because of inactivity and not taking in enough protein. It speeds up the process. So keep your muscles healthy, do regular strength training, make sure you're eating enough calories, make sure you're eating high quality protein so it slows down the rate of muscle loss. You want to make sure you get some omega-3 in you, maybe some creatine supplement. Can also help fight sarcopenia, which is the loss of muscle mass. Whether it's nutrition, protein, all that type of stuff, exercise is the most effective way to prevent and reverse sarcopenia because you can gain muscle mass, you can grow muscle at any age. So why your energy needs go down as you age, even if you keep everything else pretty much the same, is a big mystery to researchers. They don't know exactly why. Most of the energy you burn is from your resting metabolic rate, which typically makes up about 50% to 70% of the calories you burn in a day. That's for someone who's sedentary or light activity. So if you're sedentary, light activity, 50% to 70% of the calories you burn in a day is from your resting metabolism. And there's three main ways that your body burns calories each day. You have your basal metabolic rate, resting metabolism, okay? When you eat, you burn calories, which is a thermal effect of food, and then when you move, whether you're just moving around, you're exercising, those are basically the ways that your body burns calories. So you can see your resting metabolism accounts for a huge amount of the total calories you burn each day. You want to be able to keep that resting metabolism boosted as much as you can. And we'll go back to this again. Exercise is the best way to do that. Strength training is the best way to do that. And honestly, physical activity is really only a tiny part of the total energy expenditure, only about 10 to 30% of the amount of calories you burn in a day, unless you're a professional athlete and you're training 4 or 5 hours a day, 6, 7 hours a day, okay? And digesting foods is about 10%. So here's what you need to know. Studies show that the rate of metabolism slows down as we age. It's rather minimal, actually. Additionally, weight gain in midlife is not due typically to a slow metabolism, but the reality is, as we age, we become less active. Think about how active we were in our 20s and our 30s. Maybe we were running around bringing kids to games, playing ball in the backyard, or exercising at a young age because you don't have the stresses of the family life and a career. We get older, all that kind of slows down. We might have a little bit more money, we eat out a little bit more, we're a little bit more sedentary at our jobs. All these things are what really help us gain weight or make us gain weight in midlife. So regardless of whether you have a slow or fast metabolic rate, our bodies are synchronized to store excess energy in our fat cells. Taking in the same amount of calories while reducing our activity levels sets us up for weight gain. That seems to be what's happening. That's what the research shows. Not necessarily that our metabolism slows down that much that we gain weight. So generally, other than with exercise, maybe with some omega-3s, eating enough protein and calories, you don't have much control of your body's metabolism. What you need to do is you want to keep a healthy weight. You want to focus on eating healthy. You want to eat nutritious foods with the correct calorie range. That's going to support your activity during the day. And in a perfect world, you need to do strength training 2-3 times a week. When you get over age 50 or so, twice a week is enough. And you need to do some activities, some metabolic activities, some interval training, and preferably with a heart rate monitor to boost that metabolism for 24 to 48 hours post-workout. That's the best way that you can affect your metabolism, is by doing strength training, maintaining or increasing your muscle mass, and by doing anaerobic or interval style training. So there are some things that slow down your metabolism. So I thought I'd review them with you, okay? Eating a high-fat diet. Eating loads of fatty foods with greasy burgers and all kinds of buttery goodies. It's never healthy, and it changes the way your body breaks down its foods and nutrients. Your body's ability to use insulin is affected, and that's called insulin resistance, and it's linked to obesity and diabetes. So high-fat diets, chronic stress, we know, makes your body produce a hormone called cortisol. It's meant to give you a quick boost of energy, but if it sticks around in a stressed out zone, your body thinks you still need to fight, so it keeps making cortisone, and high levels of this hormone make it harder for your body to use insulin, and it puts the brakes on your metabolism, and it fuels weight gain. Changing meal times can slow your metabolism. When you eat it, it's important to eat. What time you eat and when you eat is as important as what you eat. Skipping meals or grabbing bites at the grocery store during social hours, jet lag, shifting meal times will wreak havoc on your metabolism. Being nocturnal, catching the red eye, working late shifts messes with your body's natural sleep and wake cycle. This leads to sluggish metabolism and other problems like diabetes and obesity. Cutting your carbs. Sure, we don't want you to eat unhealthy carbs, but your body needs them to make insulin. Going low carb all the time makes you less likely, okay, for this key hormone to work correctly, insulin. Your metabolism will stall, and you won't burn as many calories as you once did. Your meds can slow your metabolism, so you need to take a look at that. The thermometer is set too high. It's not always a good idea to heat things up in the bedroom, not at least when it comes to the temperature in the room. Room temperature at 75 degrees keeps your body from making brown fat, which is loaded with calorie burning cells. So don't make that bedroom too hot. Not get enough calcium, okay? It's key nutrient for swift metabolism. Being parched, not get enough water, we talk about it all the time, slows your metabolism. You want to try to drink half of your body weight in ounces per day. If you weigh 150 pounds, you want to drink 75 ounces of water per day. It helps the body burn energy and fuels muscle loss. The trendy salts you use sometimes, the sea salt, it tastes great, but it lacks iodine, which your thyroid needs to manage your metabolism. Strict diets. So how you lose your weight, like I said before, matters. If you don't eat enough, your metabolism will slow down. If it's severe diet, it's a severe caloric intake. We're not getting enough protein. We're going to lose muscle mass. It's going to be harder and harder for you to take fat off your body. So strict diets can do it. Lack of sleep. We talk about this all the time. When you toss and turn all night, when you don't sleep well, it's harder for your body to use energy well, which can make conditions like diabetes and obesity more likely. Your hormones, a shift in your hormones can make a difference. It can make you tired. It can make you like underachieving or overactive thyroid, diabetes. You don't have much control over your hormones, but that can slow it down as well. And something else you have absolutely no control over is your genes. If your body is slow at burning calories while you rest or sleep, you probably got it from your parents. Blame your parents. There's nothing we can do about that other than the things we talked about, getting enough protein, omega-3s, exercising, strength training, metabolic training. So these are all ways that it slows your metabolism down. So think about some of these things when you take a look at your lifestyle and what you do. Could those really be the reason why your metabolism slowed down, or is it just because you're getting older? I got a feeling it's not because you're just getting older. I think it's because of some of these other things we just spoke about. The foods that we eat, our sleep habits, the amount of activity that we get, the loss of muscle mass over the years from not doing strength training, maybe from losing fat, all kinds of stress. It all mounts up. Seems like we have slow metabolism. What it really is, we've affected our metabolism. So there you have it. That's what I got for you today. Hopefully it helps you understand your metabolism more, gives you a few things that you can try to do to speed up your metabolism. And that's it. I appreciate you taking time to listen to me today. If you have any questions, certainly get a hold of me anytime. I'm right here. Y.E.S Fitness, 860-673-4293. Or drop me a message on Facebook. And I will see you again next Tuesday at the same time. Thank you and have a great evening.